from the rise of Mama as Asia's premier music awards to its controversial plunge in 2023. Discover the untold story of how the Mnet Asian Music Awards went from celebrating diverse Asian talent to facing allegations of vote manipulation, gender bias, and losing its cultural essence. Tune in to unravel the dramatic journey of Mama's glory, controversies, and the critical challenges that might decide its future. The Mnet Asian Music Awards, more commonly known as Mama, has been a prominent fixture in the world of Asian music since its inception in 1999. Established with the vision of celebrating the rich and diverse musical talents across Asia, Mama quickly rose to become one of the most anticipated music award shows on the continent. Initially, it garnered widespread acclaim for its inclusive approach, showcasing artists not just from South Korea, but from various Asian countries including Japan and China. This inclusive nature was embedded in its very name, the Mnet Asian Music Awards, reflecting a celebration of the entire region's musical achievements. However, as time progressed, Mama began to experience a shift in its focus and subsequently its popularity. The award show, which once prided itself on its broad Asian representation, gradually began to narrow its scope, centering predominantly on K-pop artists. This change marked the beginning of a series of controversies that would eventually lead to a significant decline in its standing within the music community. The rise and fall of Mama's popularity can be attributed to various factors, but central to this were the controversies that began to plague the award show. These controversies ranged from allegations of bias in nominations and voting processes to criticisms over the show's production and treatment of artists. As the focus shifted more towards K-pop, fans of other Asian music genres felt alienated, leading to a decrease in the show's once broad appeal. The controversies were not limited to just the selection and treatment of artists, but extended to operational aspects of the show, such as how nominees were announced and the production quality of the event itself. The impact of these controversies was profound, as they not only affected the reputation of Mama, but also led to a noticeable decline in viewership and overall interest. The award show, which had once set the standard for music awards in Asia, now found itself grappling with a tarnished image and a questioning audience. The situation in 2023 seemed particularly dire, raising questions about the future of Mama and whether it could recover from the downturn and regain its former glory. Established in 1999, Mama quickly became a beacon of excellence in the Asian music industry. It was not just a South Korean phenomenon, it was a pan-Asian celebration. Artists from Japan, China, and other Asian countries were not only participants, but also honorees, reflecting the diverse and rich musical landscape of the region. This broad inclusivity was a significant factor in Mama's early success, as it appealed to a wide audience across Asia and beyond. The award show was more than just a ceremony. It was an event where cultural exchange flourished. Musicians from different countries shared the stage, blending and showcasing their unique styles and genres. This cross-cultural integration was not only a display of artistic talent, but also a symbol of harmony and unity through music. The success of Mama during this period was not just measured in terms of viewership or awards given, but also in its ability to bridge cultural gaps and celebrate the diversity of Asian music. However, this initial vision of Mama began to change over the years. The award show, which had once celebrated a wide array of Asian music, slowly started to narrow its focus, turning predominantly towards K-pop. This shift was gradual but unmistakable, as more and more K-pop acts began to dominate the nominations and performances. While K-pop's global popularity was on the rise, this shift in Mama's focus came at the expense of the broader Asian representation that had been its hallmark. The transition to a K-pop-centric approach had significant implications. Firstly, it alienated fans and artists from other Asian countries who had seen Mama as a platform that represented their musical culture as well. The inclusivity that had been a cornerstone of the award show was now being questioned. This change sparked debates about how the commercialization of the music industry and how award shows like Mama were possibly prioritizing popular trends over artistic diversity. The essence of what made Mama a unique and inclusive event was seemingly being overshadowed by the surging popularity of a single genre. This shift in focus raised critical questions about the identity of Mama. Was it still the Pan-Asian music celebration it set out to be, or had it transformed into a platform primarily for K-pop? This dilemma marked a pivotal moment in the history of Mama, setting the stage for the controversies and challenges it would face in the years to follow. In 2023, Mama faced a new wave of criticism, starting with its approach to announcing nominees. Breaking from tradition, the organizers opted for an unconventional method by releasing daily puzzles for fans to solve. This tactic, intended to engage the audience in a unique and interactive way, instead, it sparked frustration and confusion among many. The shift towards gamification in revealing nominees, a significant and eagerly awaited part of the award process, was seen as trivializing the seriousness of the event. The criticism intensified with observations that the announcements were predominantly in English. This decision, while perhaps aimed at catering to the global popularity of K-pop, was perceived as a cultural misstep. It ignited a debate about the importance of maintaining linguistic and cultural authenticity, especially for an event deeply rooted in Korean culture and primarily showcasing Korean artists. The choice to use English in the announcement was seen as alienating the native audience and undermining the show's cultural heritage. The Idol nominations for 2023 further fueled controversy. Fans expressed disappointment over the lineup, citing omissions of deserving artists and perceived biases in the selection process. This dissatisfaction was not limited to the omission of specific artists. It extended to the way categories were structured and nominees were chosen. Many fans felt that their favorite artists, despite having a significant impact on the K-pop scene, were relegated to less prestigious categories or overlooked entirely. This controversy was not just a matter of fan sentiment. It highlighted deeper issues within the K-pop industry and the award show circuit. Accusations of unfairness and lack of transparency in the nomination process raised concerns about the integrity of Mama and its commitment to recognizing true artistic talent and contribution. A significant point of contention was the omission of popular artists and groups, notably in the case of BTS members Jin and RM. Despite both artists releasing successful solo albums that garnered millions of streams and views, they were conspicuously absent from the nominations list. This exclusion did not sit well with fans, who felt that these artists' contributions and impact on the K-pop scene were undeniable and deserved recognition. This issue was not isolated to BTS members alone. Many other established and emerging artists were underrepresented and completely overlooked in the nominations. Fans and industry observers pointed out that several soloists and groups who had made a notable impact on the K-pop landscape throughout the year were missing from key categories. This raised questions about the criteria and fairness of the selection process. Another major issue pertained to the categories themselves. So that's all for this update. Hit that subscribe button for more.